Hello, Dr. Andrea Maxim, naturopathic doctor here, and the creator of the Maxim movement. And today we're going to be talking about how you can maximize your munchies by maximizing on the 3 P's of grocery shopping. So what I want all of my patients to do and what I want you to do is start focusing on the 3 P's of how to maximize your time at the grocery store. The first P is to plan. And what that means is we really need to be planning our meals ahead of time. Most of the time, and the number one reason why I hear my patients failing when it comes to their weight loss goals or their health goals is because they just ran out of time. They didn't know what they were going to be eating on their next meal, and therefore they reach for the convenient, predominantly beige, deep-fried junk food, and then they feel like they've kind of failed with their whole program. And this is not something that I want you to be doing. So when it comes to planning, you really need to think ahead. What does my week look like? Is it a really hectic week? Do I need to be making larger amounts so that I have food leftovers for the rest of the week? Or do I have enough time to be preparing fresh every single day? For those family members, when we're dealing with children and other people in our household, then we also have to be thinking about other obligations that we may have. So it could be sporting events that we need to take our kids to, or if this nightly party is happening, then we need to start thinking about that ahead of time too. So planning your weekly meal schedule is probably one of the most important things that you can do. And what that means is not necessarily you have to make everything from scratch. Planning ahead also means planning your snacks and planning on those really busy days where you won't have time to sit down and eat. And so even things like there are good quality protein bars, whole food bars, veggie bars, fruit bars, anything that is organic and made with whole foods would be wonderful for you to have when you're not able to have actual meals. But again, this requires a little bit of planning ahead of time. And before you even enter the grocery store, making that list according to your plan is going to be really wonderful because it keeps you on time, on track, and also on budget, which is very, very important. So now when you're ready to go to the grocery store, we want to be looking for 3 of the major sections of the grocery store. That would be the whole food, fresh fruit and vegetable section, the butcher section, the organic food section, and then the health food section, because we want to be looking for foods that do not have any preservatives in them, that are not quick and ready to consume with a lot of salt and ingredients that we just don't need to be putting into our body. So get comfortable with the whole fruit and vegetable section. Get comfortable with your butcher. If you have a natural food store local to you, I would encourage you to go there over the mass market grocery stores, because they will have exactly what you should be eating, what you should be putting in your body, which makes the grocery shopping experience so much easier. But of course, not all of us have the ability to go to those markets, so please then just be very mindful of the specific sections in your grocery store and shop there. And when you go shopping there, stay to your list. Do not deviate from your list, and definitely don't go hungry. So maybe even eat a small snack before you go to the grocery store to make sure that you're not choosing foods that you shouldn't be. And then finally, we want to prepare. And what I mean by this, as soon as we come home, you throw all those fresh, wonderful foods onto your counter and you start preparing the fruits, vegetables, and things for the week. So get all your chopping done, get all of your peeling done, get small little containers that you can already be putting snacks and other foods into. If you're making fajitas one night, you can absolutely chop up all of the fruits, not fruit so much, but you can also, or you can always chop up the peppers. You could start grating the cheese ahead of time. You can do a lot of those tedious activities on, let's say, Sunday, so that starting Monday, everything is good to go. But if we don't do that preparation step, then all that planning and preparing kind of comes for naught, because it'll just rot in our fridge. And again, that's going to be a waste of money and really start to affect your budget over time. So if you start following these 3 P's of shopping success, you will then be maximizing on your munchies and, of course, maximizing on your health. I'm Dr. Andrea Maxim, naturopathic doctor, and as always, have a happy and healthy day.